So we've been doing quite a bit of formatting over the past few videos here. We're going to take a look at one more formatting operation built inside of Microsoft Excel, but there's going to be a twist to this one. Here, we're going to get into conditional formatting. Now, there's all sorts of stuff that you can do with conditional formatting. In a little nutshell, conditional formatting applies formatting based on a condition. So let me give you an example. We've got our nice little monthly budget here. We've got some dollar amounts here. We've got percentages that we can maybe do something with. I could say something like, looking at the dollar amounts, just not the totals, but the monthly amounts there. What is that? C5 down to F9. Those cells right there. I want to say, I want something to turn red if it's above, $500. Something like that. And I actually selected the total there as well. I just want the monthly total, monthly amounts. So the bill amounts. So I want the C5 down to E9 cells. So if it's above, let's make it a little bit more. Let's actually a little bit less. Let's say if it's more than $250, then make it turn red. Something like that. You ever have to do that? You ever have to go through a list and highlight specific records? Right? Oh, this record meets the criteria. Maybe there's a date that you're looking at. If the date exceeds today's date, if the date was before today's date, something like that. Or it fell in the month of August. August is a good month. If it fell in the month of August, then I want to format it. Something like that. A condition that dictates if the formatting should be applied. Take a look. This is conditional formatting inside of Excel. So the first step, you got to decide, well, which cells do I want to format? Where's the condition going to be found? In our case, I'm going to select C5 down to E9. Those are the cells I want to format if they're greater than $250. Something like that. With that selected, I'll go back to my Home tab. Underneath the Styles section, we've got Conditional Formatting. So I'm going to go up to Conditional Formatting. You got all sorts of stuff. In the newer releases, ever since the 2007 release of Excel, Microsoft has added loads of features in here. Loads of features. A lot of cool stuff. And we're going to take a look at least this beginning, we're going to take a look at a very common one, a very simple one. But you've also got things like data bars, you got color scales, icon sets. I love icon sets. I highly recommend experiment with this stuff right here. Okay? But for right now, I'm going to go up to Highlight Cell Rules, and I'm going to use the greater than operation. So this opens up my greater than. They already defaulted at $550. You can see that they're highlighting anything that's greater than $550. But I said $250, right? So I'm going to put $250 in there. You can see now I've got two rows highlighted. They got some default formatting you could pick from. Light red, fill, dark red text, green fill, dark green text. It's great. Got some defaults. You can also go down to custom format. And from here, let's say I just want the text to turn, or not the text, but the cell to turn red. That's it. That's all I care about, just the fill. So I'll hit OK. There it is. I'll hit OK again. And I've now applied my conditional formatting. Now, you can do this manually, but one, you got to go search your list. And if you got hundreds or thousands of records, that's going to take you some time. Highlight the cells, Home tab, conditional formatting, highlight rules, and you got your various operations right there. Now, again, we only use one of them, but you got several operations you could use there. Now, it is dynamic, so if something changes, let's say this goes from the month of January, had a huge party, had to get a bunch of food. Now, actually, we want to go the other way around. January, I just spent all my money on the holidays. Now I got to lower my bill for January. So let's say it goes down to 200. Whoop, and it update and the formatting applies appropriately. Conditional formatting. Try it out.